This story starts with an urgent call, the kind that makes a rescuer's heart drop. It was about a dog in critical condition, a dog whose belly was swollen so much it looked like it could burst at any moment. When rescuers finally arrived at the house, what they saw left them completely speechless. There she was, a frail old dog. She was barely able to sit or stand, and she was dragging a belly that was heavy and swollen with fluid. She was clearly in pain and had been for a very long time. But despite all of that, the most heartbreaking thing happened. When she saw the rescuers, she wagged her tail. That simple movement just broke their hearts. How could this dog, after everything she had been through, still find it in her to greet humans with love? They soon learned her name was Youngji, and her story was tragic. She had been chained outside for 16 years. For her entire life, she never knew what it felt like to be warm. She never got to sleep indoors on a soft bed. She never had real, loving care. Her owner just said that she was too old and that she had already lived her life. Those words cut deeper than any wound. The rescuers didn't argue. They just knew they couldn't leave her there. They simply asked to take her. After a long and painful conversation, the owner finally agreed and signed her over. The rescuers made a promise to themselves and to her. Youngji would finally know what it felt like to be loved. At the vet's office, the team learned that her situation was even worse than they had imagined. The scans confirmed what they feared. Youngji was suffering from heartworm disease. Because it had been left untreated for so long, this had led to severe heart disease and terrible lung damage. Her organs were failing. The vet quietly told them that her condition was critical and that it was a true miracle she was even still alive. Her belly was so full of fluid, a condition called ascites, that it was crushing her from the inside, making it hard to breathe. The team started by draining the fluid to give her some immediate relief. They drained 4.5 liters that first day. Later, they had to drain another 3.8 liters. Each procedure gave her a little bit of comfort, but it also made the rescuers realize just how long she must have been suffering like this, ignored, unseen, and unloved. When they looked through her past medical history, they found she had been brought to a clinic months ago for the same problem. But whatever treatment she was given had clearly done nothing to fix the real issue. If only someone had cared just a little more. If only someone had noticed or done the right thing before it got this bad. Maybe she wouldn't have had to endure this much pain for this long. But through all of this, Youngji never complained. Even as she struggled to take a breath, she would lean her head against the rescuer's hands. She accepted every gentle touch with a quiet, heartbreaking trust. It made everyone wonder, how can a dog like this still find it in her heart to love us? They laid out soft, warm blankets for her, but she would always choose to lie on the cold, hard floor instead. It was a sad reminder that the cold floor was probably all she had ever known for 16 long years. As the days passed, she began her long, slow road to recovery. At first, she was far too weak to even stand up on her own. Even just walking a few steps would leave her gasping for air. Her lungs and heart just couldn't keep up. But she kept trying. She would take one tiny, wobbly step at a time. Her legs would tremble, and her back was bent from the years of neglect. And yet, she never gave up. Whenever someone came to visit her, she would find the strength to wag her tail. It was as if she wanted to tell them, thanks to you, I'm still here. Youngji's case was more than just a medical one. It was an emotional one. It showed the rescue team the sad, silent truth about what so many yard dogs have to endure. They are often fed just enough to survive, but they are never given the warmth, the comfort, or the love that every single living being deserves. She was a perfect example of a dog who was there, but completely invisible for 16 long years. We don't know how much time Youngji has left. Her body has been through so much. But we do know this. Every single day she has from now on will be the opposite of her old life. It will be filled with comfort, compassion, and the dignity she always deserved.